All right, guys, what is going on? We're back with you again. You're going to be seeing our faces a lot this week. We got a lot of content planned for you guys, but first off, you got Dylan right here. You got my co-host over there.
Got your boy Break, man, and we talking about my boy Melo, and Melo don't miss. I mean, he's been missing a little bit, man. But one thing that he said on SmackDown that we got to remember, Dylan, is that Melo was the number one draft pick. You know what I'm saying? For Monday Night SmackDown. What wrestling event am I talking about? But for Friday Night SmackDown, man, we got Carmelo Hayes as a number one draft pick, and I feel like, bro, like, man, hey, put some respect on my name because he's been in the mix with the Andrade and LA Knight US Championship. He did the best out of 7 matches with Andrade, but I mean, other than that, like, he was the man in NXT. And if I'm gonna keep it a buck, my man Trick Williams, he getting busy down there in NXT after my boy Melo then left. So I feel like, who's the real star? You get what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that eventually Trick comes up and then we can see some more Melo and Trick action. But
well, since you mentioned it, might as well get to my little theory.
What's your theory?
Because on SmackDown, we know that Nick Aldis is basically saying we are getting a new superstar on SmackDown to face Carmelo this SmackDown, this Friday on SmackDown, okay? So who is that going to be? Is it something to do with this trade window, right? This trade window they've really been diving into since Monday Night Raw. They're opening up this transfer window, and they're not calling it a draft, but we're going to be getting a lot of shifting,
like
they're
portal,
saying around.
like a transfer portal or something.
Yes. So that includes Raw, that includes SmackDown, and it includes NXT. Now, this Saturday kind of put a little wrinkle in my theory here because Trick Williams did end up getting the victory over Ridge Holland.
So you was going to say if Trick lost, you thought he would have been that
and
surprise.
Man, I was like, are we finally going to get the call up? Because you got to remember in NXT, what was the big feud down there, right? It was Trick Williams and Carmelo. And I really, when I heard that on SmackDown, I'm like, all right, this is going to be the weekend at Deadline. Ridge is going to go over. He's getting the title, and we're finally going to get Trick up to the main roster. It's going to be Trick versus Carmelo on Friday. I guess they can still have it, but now that he still has the NXT title, you know, they're not going to bring him up to the main roster with that title unless they say, you know, he's relinquishing it. But that wouldn't make sense. They should have just had him lose at Deadline.
Nah.
What do you think? What do you think?
Because you got to remember when Braun Breaker was the NXT champion, he was defending it on Raw against Dolph Ziggler. You remember Dolph Ziggler came to NXT. He beat Braun in NXT. Bam, and then Braun wound up beating him on Raw for the title.
You're right.
So it can happen. You know what I'm saying? It can't happen. But as far as Trick, I'm thinking that Trick might pop up in the Royal Rumble, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they all like that main NXT guy and that main NXT woman, they always just randomly throw him in the ring. Like Trick is he's hot in NXT, bro. Like I wasn't sold on Trick in NXT until Melo left, bro. That just shows how good he is, bro. Like he can stand on his own.
Yep.
So I mean, so do you think that it's gonna be Go ahead.
Yeah, let me just ask the question, right? Because the key factor for me and why I was also thinking maybe Trick is because technically, right, like NXT is its own brand, right? Like, yes, it's WWE. We know it's WWE. It's included in everything for WWE. But it is kind of like separated. So I'm thinking the key word here is new superstar. So where does that go? Like, if you're talking specifically new superstar, that means it's not somebody on Raw. It's not somebody from NXT. Could it be somebody from TNA? Could it be somebody that they just signed? This is like, you know, and they really kind of played through this on SmackDown, and they tweeted about it. They put a YouTube video up about it, all saying new superstar. This is why I'm intrigued here.
Now, I mean, I don't know who keep up with like all the spoilers and things of that nature. Now, I have heard that it could be a potential that it could be Penta from AEW, like from the Lucha Bros. Some people are saying that it can be him, but then I also read that it hasn't been like official, that he's with them. But then again, WWE has been keeping a lot of things under ropes.
That
You know
would
what I'm
be a
saying? As
phenomenal
well,
match.
that would be dope, but like that's who I'm leaning towards. I'm leaning towards it being like Penta. I can't think of nobody else that it could be, bro. Like, and I've been thinking like, okay, like you said, if they didn't like highlight new superstar, then it
Yes,
could be an
yes.
NXT call up. It could be somebody who's been out for a little bit. Somebody's returning from injury, but
Mhm.
new. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So I don't know, bro.
that's where it
and the
hangs me
thing
up too.
and the thing is like it's constantly keeping us on the edge of our seats too. You know what I'm saying? We got to tap in on SmackDown in order to see who this new superstar is gonna be.
Yeah,
But my thing is this though, bro. My thing is this. Watch it be Giovanni Vinci.
but he's not a new superstar.
Bro, but here's my thing though. If they bring in a new superstar, 9 out of 10, what does this mean for Melo? 9 out of 10, Melo gonna lose a match. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't have
Ooh,
them bring in a debuting Penta or a debuting Ricky Starks. Who knows? It could be Ricky Starks from AEW. We ain't seen him in a while. Who knows who it could be? But if they make their appearance on SmackDown or make their, first appearance in WWE, I highly doubt they're gonna take a L. So it's
yeah.
just another one of those. Melo might just take a L. So I don't know,
It's one
man. We need
it
y'all to let us know though, for real, for real.
it's one of
What you
those
thinking?
kind of mystery opponent scenarios, right? Like,
Mhm.
I can see and again, it's like, there's no rumor circulating. That's the thing where it leads me to believe maybe it is just somebody inside,
It's like
but I'm
WWE.
really hung up on this new superstar because, listen, when Cody came back, there was rumors. He left AEW. They
It's
pulled the
been
whole
quiet.
mystery thing. They pulled the whole mystery thing against Seth at Mania. He comes out, big ovation. There ain't no rumors right now of any other
Yeah,
superstar except for,
yeah.
like you said, maybe Penta. Um, but yeah, this is a very interesting one. I'm actually excited for it. I got to be honest with you. I'm excited just to see who it is. I'm hoping they don't pull a bamboozle act on us, right? And they're saying some new superstar hyping it up, and it's like what they
Where's gonna
did.
be Ron Cena?
it's it's like
Juan Cena makes his return.
it's like
Where's
what they did.
Carmelo?
It's like what they did when they built up that Raw. Remember when they said, a former WWE World Champion, and it ended up being Jinder, but then you did get The Rock come out at the end of it. Remember that? So like I'm hoping I'm hoping they don't pull a fast one on us here, but
Dang, man.
again,
See, Gender, another one that they released this year, bro. I'm like, man, y'all low key should have kept. Gender had so much heat on them,
oh
bro.
yeah, yeah, good
Like,
heel.
man, I'm surprised. I'm surprised AEW ain't snatched up Jinder Mahal by now, bro. Like, he, former WWE champion. Like, that's
Yeah,
normally what they normally go for anyway, man. But I don't know. I
yeah.
I, I really hope it is somebody from AEW though, man. Like, they just got Bobby Lashley. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I'm trying to see who WWE gonna get because it's almost in a sense like, man, like these superstars are flopping from one company to the next. Like, but I also told you this though, Dylan. This is what's making wrestling interesting now because when you go years with no competition, you can go stale, bro. Like Muds go stale when they have no competition. They get comfortable with the product, etc. But now that you got competition now, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like wrestling is, man, it's more alive than ever, bro. And I honestly feel like it's because of AEW. Now these superstars have other options. Now they got to be treated better, bro. Like just the whole spill of things, man. Like now you got a chance of seeing Chris Jericho potentially come back to WWE if you want to. Kenny Omega in WWE. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Or like if you're a big AEW fan, you might see some of your favorite WWE superstars over there at AEW too, man. So it's honestly the best of both worlds. But I will say, I hope that this person, it could be. It could be a TNA guy too. Like
I was just I
Nick
was
Aldis
just
has
gonna
had
say
like
that.
it would make sense for him to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because Nick Aldis, he's mentioned his. I can't say like he's mentioned his time in TNA, but he's mentioned his time in other companies. I forget who he was talking to, and he was like, "You know how long it takes to get to a company like this." Like I forget who he was talking to, bro. So I feel like Nick Aldis got some under his sleeve, bro. We're gonna see a TNA guy come in. I don't think it's Hendry, but
I might have just had a light bulb moment.
who you think it is?
We just made a video on it. Maybe this is the way you get Dolph Ziggler.
You think Dolph? I mean, I said Dolph Ziggler.
And then when Big E comes back at the Rumble, woo! The
I
wheels are turning.
bro, I said I would not be surprised if Dolph Ziggler comes back to the. I mean, look at Naomi. Naomi was in TNA Impact for like a year or
Yes.
two.
Yeah.
She came back
And
home. Dolph Ziggler been gone for at least a year.
and again, they work together now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so much more likely you can get these interactions between TNA and WWE. Now, another hang up for me is technically he is not a new superstar.
True. Unless he goes under the name Nick Nemeth.
Yes.
That's the only way. That's the
Yeah.
only way. Like if he goes under it, because like they already said, like Jordan Gray, she's gonna go to WWE. They already saying Joe Hendry is gonna go to WWE. So
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? Like they definitely been already shopping around, bro. So we definitely got to see. So again, y'all let us know who y'all think is gonna be Carmelo Hayes' mystery new superstar. Do y'all
Yes.
think it's gonna be somebody from TNA? Y'all think it's gonna be somebody from AEW, or do y'all think it's just gonna be somebody from Raw or SmackDown? It could be you know how they redress up some of these characters. You
Mhm.
had Elias, and then you had who was the brother of Elias that they were trying to say, bro,
Oh
a while
god.
ago?
Yeah,
Ezekiel or something like
Ezekiel,
that, bro.
Ezekiel, yes, yes. Bro, that's the real life.
Oh
Oh,
man.
man.
Oh man, so I mean, bro, I hope we don't have like no situation like that too, man. But again, y'all let us know who y'all feel Carmelo Hayes mystery opponent is gonna be. Any final words for us, bro?
I hope it's Trick Williams.
Trick Williams. That would be. I mean, that would be a great ovation, bro. I
Yeah,
definitely feel like the crowd will go crazy. I think it's just a tab. I think Royal Rumble would be dope for Trick to make
yeah,
his mainstream debut. So
yeah. Again, this whole new superstar is what's tricky about this. So,
yep.
guys, let us know who's it gonna be. I mean, they're building it up. I'm actually extremely intrigued about this. I got to be honest. Out of
Mhm.
everything that probably happened on SmackDown, yeah, we got the new champs over there for the tag team titles, but this is probably the most intriguing thing that had happened on that SmackDown. So let us know down below in the comments who you guys think it's gonna be. Like the video, share the content, subscribe if you're new,
All that
and
good
that
stuff.
and that's it for today.
Other than that, you got your boy Unbreakable. You got my co-host chilling with Dylan, and we out. Peace.
Peace.